Haunted Hearing Aid. Recorded live by Luigi C. Russo, Chief Poet Officer of PoetLuigi.com. He will also comment on various entertainments recently consumed. And now, let us hear. It is just a shadowed figure seen stopping through waters, still waters. Figure stops, raises arms. The sun sinks. As it sinks, it leaves smear marks in the sky, smears of blood. The smears slowly transform into letters, blood smears, trickling into Hearme. The 6 letters explode into night stars. The figure still stands with raised arms. Night fades. Moon rises. Moon shines onto figure. Figure lowers arms. Figure continues to stomp across. Figure slowly drifts into background scenery. Present scene. At the local high school, crowd of teens watching 4 boys and a girl fight another boy. The fight is taking place near the bleachers, next to the football field. The gang of 5, popular gang, newest cliche, where in reality, if this cliche were to try their thing in the urban schools, they'd be a laughing stock. The gang of Country 5 described: 1. Male Caucasian, 5'11", 190 pounds, short black hair, skinny jeans sagged, bright rainbow-colored sneakers, black t-shirt, gray hoodie. 2. Male Caucasian, 5'9", 176 pounds, short blonde hair parted to side, sagging jeans, low blue Adidas sneakers, long sleeve red sweater, blue hoodie with zipper. 3. Male Caucasian, 5'10", 179 pounds, shoulder-length dirty brown hair, black jeans, light brown boots, yellow sweatshirt, light green jacket. 4. Male Caucasian, 6'1", 199 pounds, short blonde hair, black sweatpants, athletic sandals with socks, peach hoodie, thick yellow vest. 5. Female Caucasian, 5'4", 120 pounds, shoulder-length sandy brown hair, stone-washed tight jeans, black military boots, green sweater, blue hoodie. Taunting, jabbing, 5 teens mocking, bullying, fighting one boy due to his difference. Boy has a hearing problem, wears 2 hearing aids behind the ear. When he speaks, his voice is nasal, like a pinch of the nose talk. Many accept the differences. Boy of 2 hearing aids, 6'3", 220 pounds, a Greek bronze given by his ancestors. Handsome features, brown, straight hair, mid-back, a back very broad for age to be 17 in February. Star of football, basketball, track, and on occasion soccer, baseball. Strongest in school for bench, deadlift, squat, and power lifts. Many do not stand alone against the Hearless Phenom, as those of acceptance nicknamed him Hearless Phenom. Once hit a guy so hard during the football game, the opponent's following was knocked off. Helmet, right contact lens, right shoe. The opponent never wanted to play football again. A very mild-mannered boy, decent grade, decent everything, numerous girlfriends, but nothing really to say about a busy teenage boy, at least from the teenage girls. Very hard for the girls to persuade the Hearless Phenom to take off his shirt, let alone lower his pants. Shy. Very shy, and no one knew why. What kept the girls begging for more was the mystery surrounding a mist enclosing an island. You see the island in sight, you hear the island, but the island is just shrouded Wondering if the island is even real, he appears a humbled, quiet young man with a future brighter than the shining Christmas star. Boy 1, you think you something so fucking special? You piece of sack of shit. Boy 2, what? I can't hear. Look at me. Boy 3, ha ha ha. Oh, Wayne, I didn't hear that. Girl, I bet your dick is chopped off and you ate it. Boy 2, man, you're sick. Why you always saying something about eating dick? Sucking dick. Boy 4, like she did with yours the other night. Boy 3, yeah, and your mom walked in, and I asked your mom if she wanted some. Laughter erupts by everyone, even from the Hearless Phenom, who turns and sprints toward the football field. It is about 7 seconds of hilly laughter that pass before the gang of A realize what has just transgressed. They run after the victim, sprinting, going in, as the blue sky smiles, spitting drops of warm dew, drop after drop, descends upon the land with the warm country breeze, bring the scent of wet grass, and easing up on the cow manure smell which sometimes invades the nostrils on hot summer days. Rain on down, bring shoulders to win the day. Grass is wet, the hairless phenom stops sprinting, turning to face the attackers, sprints towards the attackers. The one in front has no time to react and is plowed hard with a linebacker like tackle. Crumbles like a tower of big blocks, shattering to the ground as hairless Phenom rises. He does what he does to every opponent he tackles on the football field, uses the opponent's head to push himself up as he uses the head, he claws in with his nails, leaving a scratch. Across the forehead, scratches from right to left. Up he sprints at another attacker, clotheslines the boy with right arm, crushing the neck to cause the second boy some moments of great pain and a couple weeks of swallowing pain before the clothesline boy hits the wet grass. Hairless Phenom punches the third boy with his left hand, grazing the cheek and nose, causing enough damage to send the attacker to the ground, sliding into the stadium gates. Up next, the lone female of the group of 5. She smiles and says she will be on her way. As she turns to go, Hairless Phenom gives her a backhand to her ass. A loud smack echoes in the night. Oh! And she goes. Here stands the last boy of the gang of 5 and the hairless phenom. Boy, hey VJ Pierce, right? We just messing. We know you a little deaf and dumb. Shit, sorry, we always say that combo. We know you're not dumb. Hey, whoa, no need to pick up that pitchfork. Why is there a pitch even here? VJ, we know about your nightly fucks with your mom, sisters, and girl cousin. VJ growls. What? What'd you say about my mom? What'd you say about my sisters and my cousins? Boy, that you fucked them in the ass so hard they died in a gangbang before you slit throats. Fucking freak. You think I don't know what truly happened? You fucked them all one by one by one by one, sticking your stinking dick in one asshole after another. Poor girls, poor family members, all of them bound with wire, drugged in some stupor. Whoring sodomizer, whoring incest sodomizer. Nothing good about you, your dick, your face. You are filth, VJ Pierce. With skills based on athletic reaction, VJ Pierce had the boy pinned against fence post, 2 points of the pitchfork slightly inserted into the lower mandible skin area, faintest red. VJ Pierce, who told you? If you do not tell me, I will decapitate your head with my bare hands and crush your stupid fucking skull with my boot. Then burn your remains to complete dust. With that dust, I will go to your mother, knock her out, shove your dust back up her pussy to put you back where you came. Boy, I don't know what you're talking about, dude. You're about please, we just BJ Pierce. No one knows but the sheriff. Boy, about what, V? VJ Pierce. About what you said. My mom. I will suck out your eye right now. My sister. I will chew it. My cousins. Stay the fuck back. Points to the other three boys. Someone get her. Points to the girl. Before I further this pitchfork. Boys. Okay, man. Okay. That concludes today's reading of Haunted Hearing Aid. Now on to my hearing aid off, hearing aid on. 1982, Italy versus Poland. Man, there was a lot of fouls going on. Rossi with a header. Zoff had a good save, and Lato, Lato, he had some crazy hair for Poland. I give the game a hearing aid off. Captain Fantastic. I feel like I wasted my time. I really did. I get it. The way they lived like that. It almost seemed like it was a Liver King inspiration. Sad. It was just a sad movie, and I don't know, a little bit of wrong turn somewhere in that movie. Captain Fantastic was Captain Hearing Aid Off. Alright, Mission Impossible, Ghost Protocol. Tom Cruise is good at running. He could run. And when he's up high, give me those heebie-jeebies. And of course, it's all good fun. I give a hearing aid on. The Princess Bride. Now, I've seen this so much. The reason why I was looking, I was trying to see if in Fred Savage's room there were any G.I. Joes in the background. And, Andre the Giant. You killed my father. Prepare to die. You had Columbo in there, the Crazy Sicilian, the classic 80s, all awesome. I give a hearing aid on. The Boy Who Could Fly. Again, Fred Savage is in that movie. I just wanted to rewatch it to see all the G.I. Joes that were in there. I just loved that movie. I loved it when I was little. I just love it now. I love Fred Savage's character, little boy on the bike. Man, a hearing aid on. The Rip. Just fun action. I'm a fan of Ben Affleck. I've always loved Ben Affleck. So, I give a hearing aid on. The Woman in Cabin 10. It was just a fun thriller to kill time. And it wasn't too bad, on the boat, rich person. I give a hearing aid on. Mission Impossible, Rogue Nation. Again, continuous fun with Tom Cruise. I don't know if he ran in this one, but I give a hearing aid on for that one. The Woman in the Window. It was almost like, how much can you squeeze into this mess of a movie? I mean, it was just too much going on to make you guess, double guess, triple guess. The father, they killed the real mother, the boy's a psycho. She was cheating on her husband, got in an accident, killed the husband and child, and I can't go outside. It was over the top, and I give it a hearing aid off. What do we got here? Oh, I rewatched Big. Again, I was looking for G.I. Joes in the background. I found them. So, classic 80s movie. Tom Hanks is great. The whole thing about, you want to be big, you pretty much grow up too fast. Then you want to go back for your childhood, which to most is easy than being adults. But, not everyone's on the same plane. Some people have rough childhoods. With that, big, classic 80s, a hearing aid on. I read Fairy Tales, a timeless collection of favorite fairy tales. Read that to the 5-year-old. just a picture book, and I really do feel bad for the gingerbread man. Run as fast as you can, can't catch me. Well, you got eaten. I give that a hearing aid on. Beatles, Let It Be. This is the 2 CD set. I am not a fan of the Beatles. Not a fan. But the only reason why I like this CD is because the second CD had outtakes, like from the set. That was really cool to hear that portion of the Beatles. I've always thought the Beatles were too poppy. Never really liked that part of the British invasion, but I give this one a hearing aid on. B-52s, Wild Planet. What? Basically, I listened to that CD. I was like, "What is this noise?" Oh, they should take a B-52 and bomb that album. I give that a hearing aid off. Beatles, the Beatles, 1962 to 1966. This album reminds me why I do not like the Beatles. Don't like them. Hearing aid off. G.I. Joe figure, classified. Christopher Law Levine, and order. That's fine. They charge too much for these classified figures for adults like me. I don't have the money to collect them all. But I am saving up to get the USS flag. Oh, yeah. But I give Law and Order a hearing aid off. Chop and Maul. Believe it or not, my first time seeing Chop and Maul. Man, cheesy robots, the camel toe, the nudity, you got the blowing of the heads, you got the typical douchebag men, you got their fluffy hair. Great. Chop and Maul was awesome, and yes, there were some G.I. Joe scenes in the background, packages. A definite hearing aid on. Bachman Turner and Overdrive, the definitive collection. It had some hits, some the familiar sounds. And, it wasn't too bad. I'd give that a hearing aid on. Hey, you guys. Yes, I rewatched the Goonies. There's this Chinese scene where they have a G.I. Joe figure in a pile of loot, which is really weird. I only figured it out because I went on the internet. So I rewatched it. I mean, you got Chunk, the Truffle Shuffle. You got Mouth. Corey Feldman's awesome in the 80s. I still wish he'd make more movies. Data and Rudy was in there. Just an amazing movie. Goonies, man. Goonies. Just an amazing movie and just so fun. So much fun. Can they recapture that now? I give that a hearing aid on. Last one, Beach Boys, Sounds of Summer. The very best of the Beach Boys. Obviously, I'd rather be on a beach looking at California girls than listening to this. Don't get me wrong, they got their place in history. Jim Morrison loved the Beatles. I'm sorry. Jim Morrison loved the Beach Boys. I don't even like the Beatles. You like the Beatles? I don't know. I like Elvis. Frank Sinatra. But anyways, the Beach Boys, it just kept going on and on. And you got some of it sounds like, the Beach Boys wrote this, but I don't like their sound. I didn't like it. So, I mean, my hearing aid didn't like it. So I give that a hearing aid off. Until next time, enjoy the snow if it's snowing. If not, then enjoy something else.